that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, hut, start a base. Line 50.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Switch ball.
You
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
let's make these big.
Check it back. Check it back.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, fellas.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Number 53, Mike 50. Cut. He's checking crap.
On second down now. It's Anderson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And 2 stop. Switch up.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Haskins. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Haskins. Screen play, Anderson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 down, 4 down. Let it go. Mike 51, Mike 51.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll run. This is Walton. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Mark Walton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check hot route. Hot. Kill.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Watch the shit. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the shit. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check safety. Hey, switch gears.
Go. Lee Griffin.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Check 99. Go.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over. the 21-yard line.
Good job, D.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now Anderson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go. Go to base. All right, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, zoom. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one. Tighten up.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again to Anderson here out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
2nd down, Haskins. His short throw caught by Goddard.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, Couldn't turn it into much more.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3.
Haskins on third down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seattle.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
54. I don't think you got it, sir. He's checking.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
50, plant. Just like that.
On second and 12, Minshew on the screen. This is Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch the whip.
Minshew, first and 10. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Coleman. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A good rally to the football holds them to 2, and that brings up a fourth down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Completes this one to Meredith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Coleman now. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They run it again with Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Walton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey!
Now Walton. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's again to Anderson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Check. 53's mine.
From the gun on third down. Haskins, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Ready to break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Minshew sets to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dante Pettis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go now. 8, read.
54. Hey, they scared. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight right there.
On the ball. Ready.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man is Trey Burton. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU.
60
Well
out
done.
more. It's a party now. It's a party now. Fight.
From the 41, Minshew. He's got Burton here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. This a quick pass to Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Minshew. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now it's Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Okay, ready? Hey, 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
It's just me and you. Shift. Tight dog.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Chopper! Where's 52? Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Slam.
Check 50. Check 50.
On second down, here's Haskins. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. That one goes for 24 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Quick talk.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, watch the slant. Go. 51, Mike 51.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Set, ready. Pick the flag. QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York York Giants, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.